this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold through all the ups and downs.
Hello sweeties, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful three-piece corset blouse with back effect and underwire. So guys, if you love this blouse, make sure you watch this video to the end. This video has the complete tutorial of this blouse, both from the cutting part to the sewing part, so make sure you don't skip any part so that you will grab all the details. So guys, let's quickly get started. So I'll be cutting this with my pattern paper. The top, this is the front part. So the first measurement I will take is my neck depth, followed by my bust line. After that, the next is my bust point, followed by my under bust. Then after my under bust, we have my half length. So the next measurement I have here is 19 inches. Then the last is 24 inches, which is also the blouse length. So I'll come back to my neckline. I will take my neck width measurement, which is 3 inches. I'll be transferring this with my pen after. Okay, I'm doing that already. So that's my neckline, 3 by 3. The next line is my bust line, which is 8 inches. The next is my bust point, which is 10.5, followed by my under bust, 14. Then the next is my half length. Then the next line is where the side parts will stop, and that is about 19 inches. Then the length of my blouse is 24 inches. So I will come to my half length. I will take my bust span, that's my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. So I added half an inch for sewing allowance. I'll be cutting this off, so my nipple to nipple is 8 inches. So when folded, it is now 4. That's 8 inches divided by 2, that's 4. So I added half an inch for sewing allowance. So I will connect the line. I started this measurement from my half length, so I will still connect it to the down part of my blouse later on. So from my under bust, I came up by half an inch. That's my under bust. So I will rule a line, half an inch only. So after that, the next thing I will do is to take my bust radius. So your bust radius is the distance from your bust point to your under bust. So mine is 3 inches. So I will take it round. From my under bust to my bust point is 3.5. So because I came up by half an inch, so what I have left is 3 inches. So I will take it out. I'll measure that 3 inches round. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I will connect it. Can you see that? So that's it for my bust radius. So I'll go ahead and take that of 1 inch on the side front, then 3/4 inch on the center front. So from where my bust radius stopped, I came up by 1 inch. Can you see that? So I will connect my nipple to nipple line to that 1 inch. So that's it right there. I'm trying to make the line bolder. So I'll come to my shoulder line. I will take my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 8 inches. I will take the same measurement on my bust line, then I will connect it. Remember, this is now my armhole line. So I'll go ahead and create my neck curve. So from my bust point, I came up by 2 inches. That's 2 inches right there from my bust point. Then on that 2 inches, I went in by 3/4 inch. That's 3/4 inch from the center front. I went in by 3/4 inch. So I will draw a line to the bust point. Can you see? Can you see that? So I will come to the extension, the nipple extension. I will take the same thing I took on my under bust and half length. I will take the same 1 inch on the side front, then 3/4 inch on the center front. So I will come to the side front side. Can you see what I'm doing? I came up again by 2 inches from my bust point. The same thing I did to the center front. So I'm doing it to the side front now. So I will now connect my darts. Sorry, that line is not showing very well, but I'll make it bolder and I will explain. I will explain better. So I will connect my 3/4 inch dart for the front, then 1 inch dart for the side front. So I connected it from the half length. So I will now connect this side to the center front. So from that center front, I will now connect it to the under bust. So that's my front cup done. So this is my cup right here. So I'm done with my center front cup. Then I'm creating my side front cup. Can you see? So it's just very simple thing. This one is, I came up by 2 inches, then I took 1 inch. That's just it. Both the center front and the side front. So I connect it. This, if you are using the yoke, so you can cut it out. So I'll come to my armhole line. I will locate the midpoint. So this is just in case you're using the yoke, but I'm not using it here. As you see in that video, this top is an off-shoulder top. There is no yoke. Can you see? So I connected it to that, to the new armhole where I came up by 2 inches. So the next thing I will do is to take my bust measurements. Remember to replace your darts. Your bust measurement divided by 4. Then I will take my round under bust divided by 4. Then I will replace the darts because I'm going to cut it out. So I will connect. Now I'm connecting the darts to the down part of my blouse. Can you see that? So I'll connect it. So I'm taking all my horizontal measurements. So from there, I will now create my basque effects. From that 19 inches, remember after my half length, which is 17 inches, I added 2 inches to it because I don't want my curve to start from my half length. I want it to come down a bit so that my back will not be showing when I wear the top. So that's 19 inches right there. that is the side front. So now to create my 3-piece corset, from the armhole I came down by 2 inches. Then from the center, which is where I am right now, I came down by 2.5. So from the front, I came down by 2 inches. Can you see that? So the center front and the side front, I came down by 2 inches. Then the center, I came down by 2.5, because the center where my nipple to nipple line is higher. So that's why I have to come down by 2 inches. So I will now connect it. So this is how to go about the 3-piece corset. Please remember to let me know whatever you don't understand in the comment section. So on my shoulder, I came down by 3/4 inch for my shoulder slope. Don't forget, I'm not using the yoke. So I'll go ahead and connect the basque. Can you see my corsets? Can you see what it's looking like? Very clean and simple. So the next thing I will do is to cut. So this is the front part of my blouse. Can you see how I'm cutting it? From 24, I will connect it to 19. So this is the dart part. So this is my cup. So this part now will serve as the center front. The part I just cut is the center front. So this is the side front. Can you see? That right there is the side front. This is the yoke. This is the yoke, and this is the cup I'm cutting. If it was just 2-piece corset, so this is what it will look like. But because this is 3-piece, so I'm going to cut. Can you see? Please, numbering is very, very important. Always number your corset. If not, there's no way you can mess it up. You will mess it up. Even when you cut it on your fabric, still number it, because they all look alike. And if you mess it up, the corset will not come out well. So can you see? So I will go ahead and join the 2 upper ones. I will join them together. You see? Can you see? Isn't this beautiful? So this is just about the cutting of the blouse. You saw me wearing at the beginning of this video. So this is there's nothing added to it. So it's just your sewing that will determine whether it will come out well. Can you see? So the 2 upper cup, I'm going to join them together. These 2, yes, you see? So I'm going to join them together. So I will use my sellotape and gum it. Then I will now cut it in 1 piece. Then it will now be 3 pieces. So this is what it looked like. So I'm going to join this together. Please guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up, share this video for others to see and learn from it, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. So can you see what it look like? So on your fabrics, your wedding, your hair stage, this is how you're going to cut it. 3-piece. Can you see? So that is what it is. So guys, let's go ahead and cut the back part of our corset blouse. So I'm using my lining to cut it. So I'm taking neck depth of 1 inch and neck width of 3 inches, followed by my shoulder, which is 16 divided by 2, and that will give me 8. Then I'll come down to my bust line. I will take the same shoulder measurement on my bust line, which is 8 inches. Then I will connect. There is no zip allowance because I use laces for the corset. So the length is 19 inches. That's the length of the back part. So what I'm taking right now is my nipple to nipple, which is 4.5 inches. 4 inches plus half an inch for sewing allowance. Remember, the 4 inches is 8 inches divided by 2 because my fabrics is on fold. Be cutting your fabrics on fold, so that's why you have to divide it into 2. So I took that of half inch. So I'm going to cut out 2 inches on the upper parts. So I'll measure 2 inches from the upper part. Then the down part I'm taking 1.5 inches. 1.5. So I'll connect it. Remember, I'm going to cut out this part because I'm going to snatch. Like you saw in that video, the waist has to be snatched. Though I didn't snatch it very well because the person that actually helped me couldn't do it, couldn't give me the snatching of my life. So on my bust line, I will take my round bust measurement divided by 4. I'm adding 1 inch for sewing. If you want the snatching to be too much, don't add any sewing allowance to it. If you want to snatch hell out of yourself, don't add any sewing allowance to it. So I'm adding 1 inch for sewing allowance. Can you see that? My 3/4 inch for shoulder slope. Okay, see where my finger is? That's if you want that opening at the back. But remember, I'm not using the yoke. So that's 3 inches I'm taking right there. So I will connect it to the neck, to my neck depth. Can you see? Then you can cut it out. That's that opening you normally see at the back of people when they wear corset blouse. You can actually make it 5 inches. It depends on how revealing you want your back. How open you want the back to be. Don't mind me. I'm speaking plenty English. So I'm cutting out this part. That's the yoke part. This 3-piece corset is very, very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. You know, camera don't give us the best. Honestly, when I look at myself in the mirror and see what I have in the video, It's just so different, and I don't like it. Maybe someday God will bless me with a good camera, quality one. I pray. This is the side. This is the side back. So the smaller one is the center. Can you see? Can you see? So that center in between the smaller one, that's where you're going to attach your lesson, that rope. So this is my fabrics. I'm cutting. You see, I'm cutting it on fold. So I'll go ahead and do all the cuttings. Please guys, note, anytime you are cutting the center front, which is the part I'm cutting right now, so make sure you always add 3/4 of an inch to the upper part, because at times when you are joining the cup, the center front is always shorter than the side front. That is, the armhole part is always longer. So make sure you add 3/4 inch to the center front. Thank you. And also remember to add your allowances to the cup. Add allowance round. You can add half an inch or 3/4 inch to the cups. Can you see? I've cut everything. So the cup, I iron my wording on it, both the lining. I iron. See, I did not allow my wedding to get to the upper part because I'm going to use that part for sewing along for easy turning. Just watch how I'm going to sew this blouse. If you watch the end, there is no way you cannot make this top. So that's how you're going to sew all of them. You join lining to lining, fabrics to fabrics. So I iron hasty on the body of the cloth, but the cup I iron wedding. Can you see? So I'll pick up one A and one B. I will stitch them together. This is how I'm going to stitch both the two cup, then the lining too. So that's how I'm going to do all of them. Please guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel and share this video for others to see. So always indicate your center so that one part will not be longer than one. So that's what it is.
In this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold.
So I'll stitch the second part.
When the world starts to unfold, through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows we share, we'll stick together, ride or die.
So I'll do the same thing to the lining. Can't you see? So this is my cup. So I will go ahead and pick the next one and I will stitch. Can you see? So I'll go ahead and trim out the sewing allowance. When you're doing this, guys, please be careful so that you don't cut your cup open. Can you see this? So I'll do the same thing to the lining. So after that, I'll go ahead and join the center front to the side front. I'm done joining the cup. So I'll join the center and the side. This is the front part of my blouse.
Let's make our colors blend.
Can you see?
I hear the beat.
So this is one side. I will join the other side.
Got me feeling some kind of way. I confess the rhythm takes over. No room to rest.
So this is what it is.
Hearts
I'm done joining the center to the side. So I'll do the same thing to the back part of my blouse.
smooth and sweet.
So I'll join the side back to the center back. I will do the same thing to the lining. You join lining to lining, main fabric to main fabric.
My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud.
Please always number your pieces. All the pieces you cut out, number them so that you don't mess it up. Even the back. Know the upper side, the part you have to place on the upper side, and the part that has to be the down part. So this is for my
Lost in the sound.
bony. This is my bone casing.
Every note, every chord.
Can you see? I have about 4 in the front, sorry. So I'll go ahead and stitch.
I am unafraid, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby.
Can you see? This is the back part. So I have 4 bony casing in the front and 2 for the back, 1. So I'll go ahead and attach the cup to the center part of my dress. Can you see that? Please always remember the parts that will be at the center and the part that will be by the side. Don't mess it up.
Got no plans, just me and
So I will go ahead and attach all the cup, both for the lining and for the main fabric.
feel the rhythm of our hearts pound. In the quiet we find a groove. Lost in love, no need to move. It's a love, no need to move. It's a lazy weekend, just you and me. Wrapped up in pink blankets under the sheets.
So I've fixed one of the cup.
In our own dream,
So I'll go ahead and fix the second one.
we're wild and free. Coffee stains on
This is the second one.
lazy kisses. We're unable to escape this cozy bubble.
Can you see?
Lost in each other.
So I'll fix. This is how I'm going to do it.
Time so still.
The same thing I did for the main fabrics, I will do it for the lining. Can you see? So this is the lining.
Lost in love.
So the only thing I didn't add to the lining is just the bony. So I'm only fixing the bony to the main fabrics.
Weekend, just you.
So I'll go ahead and trim out the allowance, the sewing allowance, because I'll be inserting my underwire. This corset has an underwire. You know that wire you used to see in a bra. So this is a complete corset blouse. So this corset has it. So this is where I'm going to fix it. You know how it is in a bra.
In this crazy life,
So that is why I have to trim out. But it's still okay to trim it out whether you are using that underwire or not, so that this part will be flat.
the highs and lows we share. We'll stick together, ride or die. Let's show we really care.
So this is it.
And then you've been there by my
So I'll be creating my underwire channel with my bias. So I'll go ahead and stitch the bias. Can you see where I place it? Just by the sewing allowance. So that's where you you stitch the bias. So you can use the main fabrics, but I'm using bias here. This fabric is not actually enough, so it's all depend on your choice. So I'm doing it only to the main fabric. Just continue watching. Please, I'm sure you have given this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. Thank you so very much, guys, and remember to subscribe if you are coming across my channel for the first time. So can you see? So I'll go ahead and top stitch on it. Can you see? So when I stitch it, there will now be an opening that will contain the underwire.
In this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold. Through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows we share.
So I will do the same thing to the second cup. You see? Can you see what it looked like? So I will insert my underwire inside that small opening. It's just a wire channel I created with the bias. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? So I will now insert my underwire. So can you see the difference now? I've added the underwire to one, but the other one I have not. You see how it is? Can you see? This thing is sold for $150 in the market. So this is my lining. I have to add something to the center part of the lining because it looks shorter. So anytime you're cutting your corset, always make sure that when you're cutting it, make sure that the center is longer than the side. Hope you understand. So the center part was shorter, that's why I have to add it. I did the same thing to the main fabric. So I'll go ahead and turn it. Go ahead and turn my corset with the lining. Can you see how it is? See how it's looking? So you don't even need anything like bra. It's just looking like a bra. This is very, very beautiful. If you can feel it, you know what I'm talking about. Can you see? So I will notch at the turning, the place where I just stitch. So after notching, I will now top stitch on the lining. I prefer creating my cup. I prefer doing it with wedding than that ready-made one, because the ready-made one, the ones we have here, they are not original. So I rather create the cup with wedding myself than buying that one. Can you see? So this is what it is, guys. So I'll go ahead and give my blouse a good press. So I'll place my hem gum under, then I will iron so that it will stick, so that the lining and the main fabric will stick together. Just that upper side. Can you see? Just a mad one. Wow. So when you do it this way, you have no business with bra. It will not even shake. So I'm going to turn the side because I'm not weaving this cloth. I'm not weaving it. So after turning the upper side and the side, so the next thing I did was to insert my bony. This is just step by step tutorial. So I'll insert my bony inside. I'm still working on the front part. I iron my bony. No, bony is always bending. So what you will do is iron it separate. Don't insert it in your cloth and iron. No, iron it different, because if you do it like that, before you finish iron and everything, your cloth will be worn out. It will look dirty. So I'm going to be turning the down part with bias. Can you see? I will stitch my bias, then top stitch. So I'm stitching from center to side. So just use a wrapper, a pieces, and cover the bony, then you iron on top. Sprinkle water on it. It will just straight. So I'll top stitch. So I'll now fold it. So I'll now stitch on top. So I'm done with the front, so I'll go ahead and turn the back. So I've already stitched all my loop. I have about 8. I gave it about 1 inch gap. And the length of my loop, I use my bias, so the length is just 2 inches. So I stitch it on the main fabric. So I'll top stitch on the lining. I know you already know how to do this part by now, because I've done a lot of corset like this in my channel with loop. Can you see it? So you just 1 inch gap. So I will insert the back bony. Make sure that your bony is not as long as the bony casing so that you see where you stitch from. So this is the front. So I'll pick the back, I will join the two sides. I'll join the side. So I will join the other one, the second one. I'm joining side to side. So guys, we're almost through with this tutorial. Hope you have given this video a thumbs up. Hope you have subscribed to my channel. If you have not, please remember to subscribe to my channel. That's my motivation. My motivation is your subscription. Please. Thank you so very much, guys. I really appreciate. Can you see this corset? So we keep that aside, then work on the sleeve. So I have about 8 inches width and 25 inches long. It's just straight. I cut it straight. So this is the lining on top. So I'll go ahead and stitch it round. So I will leave about 1.5 inch opening. So that's where I'm going to turn it from. The sleeve is just very simple and beautiful. So I'll stitch it all round. Then I will leave 1.5 inches open. Can you see? So I'm going to turn it to the right side from there. So after turning it, I'll give it a good press. Then I will now stitch that part we are open. So this is my 0.5 inch elastic. So can you see? You just stretch and sew. So after this, the next thing you do is to attach it to the blouse. That's it for this tutorial. I don't have a black elastic. I should have used black, but there's still black, there's still white on the material, so it's not bad. So this is it. This is what it is, guys. Can you see? Place it. Please share this video, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys, and bye for now.